quite active out there this morning. Oh, it's warm. It's not warm right now, I'll tell you that.
It's not warm? Oh, God.
And it's totally killed my motivation already. I'll have some nice hot coffee ready when you get back. It's supposed to get in the 60s by the end of the week, supposedly. I'm gonna have coffee today. I need it. Alright, Sophie. Let's see if I have to actually hand it to you today.
Ooh, she likes it.
We gonna have more? Please don't stop. Good girl.
Ooh. He's like, okay, I want some more.
Yay!
Yeah, that boy is terrible.
Oh yeah, she'll eat all day long. But now we figured out little girl.
Yeah.
It's multiple days in a row now that she has eaten her breakfast.
She ate it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Alright.
So what is it she likes?
Well, for sure we know she likes, this is like some gravy meat thing. I don't know. I didn't even look at it. But I'm going to try a chopped one tomorrow without gravy and see if I can get her to eat that. I think it was just a matter of encouraging her. I don't know why she was.
Likes it. That's good.
She was just really shy about it. You gotta get that. Breakfast. As soon as I put that camera up every damn time, man. Suddenly they're gone. You never took your pills last night, Mom. Before you went to bed. So tonight, Will and I are having one of our guilty pleasures that I haven't cooked in I don't even know how long. And that would be cheese and steakum sandwiches. Don't worry, Mom's having something healthier. Good start.
That's it.
I think you've solved your problem.
Wow. Oh, yes, I like that.
I have no idea why she wasn't eating. It just took a little bit of encouragement, and now she's ravenous every morning. So. Let's see. Maybe we'll do something today. I do have a lot of big plans. I want to get out to the garage today. See how much I can get done. Well, let me go grab you your coffee. I bet it's just about done brewing.
Seems happy.
Yeah.
Good.
One problem solved.
Yeah. Thank you.
What's wrong? You want breakfast? That's what it is. I'm slacking. All right, let me get your bowl. There you go. Enjoy. Oh well. I keep. Oh, that's kind of toasted. What the fuck? Who turned it up this high? I know who. Ow. What about that one? These little chocolate chips in this bread are like fire. Healthy dose of that. Warm. We like cheese in this house. Way too close to Wisconsin not to love cheese. mice. Okay. Do you want me to take the bone out? Is that the part that's weird? Okay. She doesn't want the bone in there.
Okay. There we go.
I'll take that. See, every day we learn a little bit something else. So I want to go head out to the garage for like an hour or so before I start breakfast. Try and do more stained glass.
Okay.
If you want to come visit
Yeah,
me.
I saw those things. They're really cute.
You saw them?
Yeah.
I've been meaning to keep trying to get you to go out there and look at them.
Yeah, they're very, very cute.
once I get them all soldered and cleaned up, I'll show them to you. Hopefully they come out good when because I still got one more step to do.
Yeah, I thought it was very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make
I don't know how to do that, so like.
Yeah, it's been a long time since you did that.
Oh, there she goes. See, she's already probably ate it all.
Well, if you get bored, you can always come hang out with me. I'll be out there just listening to my book, probably. Hello there, YouTube. It's me, Shannon. I've had a few days off, YouTube vacation, and feeling good. I'm feeling refreshed. I'm feeling creative. I think I have a new way I want to do this. Well, not new. I've decided I just don't want to care. So that's the way it's going to be. Anyway, I'm 5 bunnies in right now, not soldered. I want to show you where I'm at, so let me grab this phone. The original bunny right there. Sorry, today's garbage day, so I decided, why not just start filming right when the garbage truck is going by? That was smart. Anyway, these are the bunnies that I have completed. Not completed, but gotten ready to get soldered. I'm using like this old mat we had in the kitchen. I bought a new one recently for the coffee maker. So, just so you know what you're looking at. Anyway, if you look at these bunnies, the blue one is the one that you saw me in the middle of in my last video. And kind of had some problems getting him to shape the way I like him. Probably going to end up redoing a little bit before he bothers soldering it. You can see his ears don't really go on there nice. And his neck didn't work out for me. And I tried to try something else to make it look nice, and I don't know, I just don't like it. And then bunny number 2 is the purple one. And that's the one that really put me in a bad mood. Let me show you why real quick. Alright, so late, what night was that? Sunday night. I was really wanting to get 2 bunnies done so that I could complete my YouTube video and be like, yay, I got 2 bunnies done in one day. And I kept having the same problem over, of course it's all the way in the bottom, with the purple glass, that I was trying out this new cutter that I bought because I thought, I just like the idea of like something like a pencil to cut with as opposed to this pistol grip kind of. I just like the control because I can get like down in there and just, but anyway, I was trying this out and apparently I wasn't either not putting enough pressure or maybe the oil wasn't coming out. Something was wrong. And I kept breaking it in weird, like this is one long cut. I was trying to do this way, and so I cut, and then I was like, okay, well, let me try and make do with what I got. I think this broke first, actually. Like, I was holding it in a bad spot when I was trying to... But anyway, that's not even the only one I had. It happened to me again when I was making the ears. Ow. Don't stab myself. I don't know. Anyway, bad night. So I just quit and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna, and it was cold all day. I was dealing with the cold all day. Today it's around 50 degrees. I don't know what that is in Celsius. If I'm watching this back, maybe I'll put a little thing up there for people who are too lazy to Google it like I am at the moment. But anyway, today it's all right, but on Sunday night it was cold. Monday morning it was even colder. And by that time I was like, you know what, I have nothing else really filmed other than a few bits and pieces of different things that happened over the weekend. I have nothing other than a little bit of stuff I filmed because I was intending to finish the stained glass. So that's why I was just like, screw it, I'm just gonna put out this. And I don't know, I ended up really liking that video, other than the fact that when I put up my picture of my daisy, I forgot to move it to where it should be. I just kind of left it wherever I moved it to, and there it stayed. So that was kind of weird. I wish it would have popped up like after instead of before, because I'm sure that was confusing. But anyway, yeah, things are going well in the house. My niece and I are still working on the notary. She's got me working on getting the documents printed out, or just verifying that we have the right documents, and I think she's going to work on printing it out for me, and she's going to work on getting the notary over here. We kind of had a little discussion back and forth for a little bit, because she wasn't confident that just like I was in the beginning, she wasn't confident that a notary would even let it happen because of my mom's dementia. But what the hell, we should at least try. So otherwise we'll have to go to an elder law attorney, yeah, and that can be pricey. And if we can't get the notary, I guess then you got to try and become a legal guardian. So yeah, I don't want to. That's going to be I guess a real pain in the ass process to go through. So I want to avoid that. So I kind of talked her into at least trying. So we're back on the trail with that. She's been really busy the past week or so, so I've been kind of laying off, trying to pressure her with my stuff, which, I probably should be taking care of the stuff myself, but I don't know. I just have so many things that I care about more than that, I guess. It's like one of those things I just keep pushing off. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to finish soldering these bunnies today. I'm going to clean them up and maybe even take pictures of them and get them listed on my eBay account. Everything's all set up and ready to go there. I got my old account all updated with my new address and all that blah blah blah. And a few last things, stained glass related anyway. Like I showed you earlier, I started off with this green bunny. That was my very first one. And let's see how close I can get. And it has a lot of, mostly this, this has a lot of flaws. I didn't even bother cleaning it. That's how much I was like, screw this bunny. So I want to make one more bunny out of the same colored glass. If I can get that to, I have this leftover piece from the first bunny. So that's the very first thing I want to do. I can smash these out pretty quick now. The whole process of tracing it out, then grinding it, or then cutting it, sorry, then grinding it, and then putting the foil around the edges. I'd say that out of all of that, if you include my distraction into that, because I do part of that inside by my desk, the copper foil part, and I'm watching videos while I'm doing that, so 2 hours-ish for that whole part. And then the soldering part, at first it's going to take me a little while because I'm going to be slow about it. It's definitely different than electronics. I mean, I understand the way solder works and how it flows. I have an advantage there, but it is different with stained glass because you need to use a lot more of it. Sorry, there's something loud going by. Does not sound healthy. Anyway, you have to use a lot more solder with stained glass than I'm used to with electronics. Electronics, you're using a minimal amount. You're working within certain very strict parameters, whereas with stained glass, you want to use as much as you can to get it like rounded, like a rounded. They call it a bead. So we call it a bead in electronics too. So, but anyway, yeah. So first, new bunny. I'm going to try and bust that out before I got to get inside and cook breakfast. I only have to worry about me and my mom. Will is home from work, but this is like his Friday, so he's just tired from, 4 12-hour days, so he doesn't stay up very late. He just went right to bed probably within a half hour of getting home. So I don't have to worry about feeding him until later, and luckily I have a lot of leftovers I can shove on him, and that'll save me some time. I have an itch. I tried to ignore it, but it got crazy. Anyway, yeah, and then after breakfast, probably gonna have to go out on a little bit of a walk with Mom, and when I get back, we'll see what happens from there. I want to solder these by the end of the afternoon, I'm hoping, and then get them washed up and It's not a very good sunny day, so I'm kind of losing hope on terms of taking good pictures of them, but maybe I'll get lucky. It's still super early. The sky, it'll be different probably sometime later today, maybe. I haven't bothered checking the weather. But regardless, yeah, I'm going to take pictures and try listing these. Luckily, I'm fast and good at that. I did it for a job, well, a side job. Well, no, a job. We'll get into that someday. For a long time, so I know my way around eBay. Not sure if I'm going to put my store up on my YouTube just yet. I'm kind of thinking about it because I kind of want to see what they do without the influence of me talking about it on here. I mean, I know I said money is kind of a factor right now, but it's, I don't know, after I worked through the finances for the next month, it's not as crucial or as dismal as my brain was thinking it was. We'll be all right. It'll just be tight, and I need to cut back on things that I would normally splurge on. We've definitely cut back on eating out. I only did it like twice in the whole time since the last time I yelled at myself about it, and that's helped a lot. But there's some other stuff we can cut back on, and then build it back up again when I become a stained glass superstar. Just kidding. All right, I'll be back. Temperature's higher, but it still feels cold. It's been on and off rainy all morning. Well, now we're talking afternoon because Will woke up from sleep a little bit early, and it was just as I was downstairs putting the final foil touches on the last bunny. So I stuck around for 2 or 3 hours just to hang out with him. But I'm back out here. There's still daylight, so at least it's early. I have leftovers from last night's dinner, so I don't have to go in there and do that at least. Just warm it up maybe in an hour or so. Actually, I wanted to go dump this. That's the whole reason why I noticed the garbage can was still outside. I'll be right back. So this is going to be my first time soldering on this new little cork thing I bought. So we get to find out how that goes. And I've decided that I'm not going to try and fix this blue bunny. I'm going to use it as my first test to see how well I can solder now that I've looked up a few techniques, which I should have did to begin with. was being cocky about it. It's pretty thick. Alright, I haven't explained this stuff yet. This is called flux. And we use it in electronics too. That's why I knew that I should how to apply it and all that stuff. But it does some type of chemical reaction, something to do with deoxidation. I'm sure you know where I'm going with that word. But anyway, yeah, it just helps the solder adhere and look smooth and no bumpy lines and things like that. Okay, time to get down to it. My soldering iron should be warmed up enough. Just want to double check the temperature here. I'm definitely going to look into getting lower gauge solder wire. I mean, I know people that do this hobby probably are very used to this thick ass shit, but I am not. I want something that's pliable and I can work with and doesn't make things fall off my desk when I try to move it. And actually unwinds without having to use two hands. I mean, that's just way too stiff. I don't get it. Anyway, I'm done complaining about the solder. Let me try this out. Alright, let's let that solidify. I think that looks pretty good, actually. How the hell? Ugh, I hate this solder. There's just no way I'm ever buying this again, and I still have another roll of it. Yay. Yeah. I'm glad I did this on a practice bunny. At least this can be easily cleaned up. So there he is, after he's all cleaned up. I put some glue on his tail, so I just need to put that on and let it cure. Kind of can see it. Ooh. I want to line that up right with that bottom edge. And then I'm going to let him sit for a little while. And we're coming up on 6 o'clock now. I had to go in and warm up dinner for people and stuff like that. And I think as of now, I'm going to call it a night and go relax for the rest of the evening. And tomorrow, I'm going to go through and get the rest of these bunnies all soldered up. Let's move that, all my garbage. Yeah. I'm going to make at least one of the flower that I mentioned in my previous video. And we'll see how that one comes out before I commit to making more than one. Because I'm kind of anxious. I want to try something sort of adventurous in between all these little things, now that I kind of sort of know what's going on. I'm going to make this the end of today's venture. And then I'm not sure when the next one will be. Kind of have a few ideas of what to talk about while I'm making these videos. That was another reason why I was kind of not knowing what to do. So, like in between just everything else that's happening, you know, like I want to do more videos like things I like about myself, but just more things about me, you know, those kind of videos, just in between when there's nothing happening around here, just to keep having something to talk about besides bunnies and my dogs, my mom's dogs, or, you know, just the same stuff over and over. So, yeah, all right. I hope you're having a good whatever you're having, day, evening, weekend, blah, blah, blah. And I will see you when I see you.